Hey, I've organized all my playlists on this channel so that you're able to easily find different types of shoes, different brands of shoes, as well as finding all my shoe battles, worth the price shoe reviews, etc., all in one place. Enjoy. I'm going to break this up into a couple of different sections. The first one I'm going to talk about is shoes that I have for sale currently. Um, as, uh, as I said last time I did a for sale video, this is uh, something that's very difficult for me to do. Ever since I was a little kid, I was the guy who kept all my toys and wanted each toy to have their own time, etc. And so breaking from shoes in my collection that I really like, but that don't fit is harder for me. But I've decided to do this, and I've got quite a number of shoes that are out there and available right now, and so I want to make sure that they're available. The first pair I have is a pair of Bond Streets by Allen Edmonds, just a plain cap-toe Oxford in burgundy. As you can see, they have very, very little wear, right? And they're in pretty good shape, right? Just no visible marks. I have them out there on eBay. I'll list my eBay channel at the beginning. Certainly, these are extremely attractively priced. Just want to see them go to a good home. The next pair I have is a pair of Allen Edmonds Charleston. This is actually one of my favorite shoes. Unfortunately, my shoe size has changed a couple of times since I've had them. I had them resoled last year, so the soles are basically brand new. And I have them out for about a third of what it costs to resole them. So great opportunity for a great pair of shoes as well. Now, I elected to have them sold in day night. They were originally leather, and I just wanted to try that, see something new on them. And unfortunately, my foot swims in them now. So, as I'm going through this process, I just need to do it. Next pair I have is a pair of Allen Edmonds Cornwallis. This is an Adelaide, and you guys know that I collect Adelaides. I hate to let them go, but again, my foot is just swimming in this. These are day-night soles, and this is my only pair of black shoes. So I'm currently on the hunt for what my next pair of black shoes will be. I'm thinking of going in a totally different direction and getting a pair of hand-grade Crockett and Jones, the James, which is a hole cut. Thought that would be a lot of fun to have in the collections. I've always wanted a hand-grade Crockett and Jones, so that's something that I'm thinking of. Now, I also have two pairs of shell cordovan shoes, which are very, very difficult to let go. But again, all the same issue. All of the shoes that I've put up here so far are 11.5 E, right? And that's US sizes. So 11.5 E or 10.5 F, but like a true F, not like the F standard F. This is a little wide. And these are no exception. The one exception is this Charleston. This is a 10.5 triple E. So this is an older shoe that I had. So it is a bit shorter and a lot wider. So, but now these are Park Avenues, and this is Burgundy Shell Cordovan. A very, very nice shoe. This is a 6 eyelet cap toe Oxford, okay? And this has JR soles. Again, as with all of my shoes, you can see the wear on the sole is basically non-existent. They're not new, okay? But they've only been worn, maybe a dozen times on the outside. So something to keep in mind as you're looking at them. The next pair is a pair of monk straps, my only single monk straps, my only monk straps left in my collection. And these are the Norwich, also from Allen Edmonds. This is brown shell cordovan. You can see the JR stamp is still visible in the sole. That's how little wear there is there. And again, that's also out on eBay. Now, those are my Allen Edmonds. My next American shoes are vintage. There's nothing wrong with these shoes. I decided that I'm just not really that into vintage, and so I want to make sure that they go to a good home. So first pair, this is a really cool pair of split-toe derbies in a pebble grain leather, and very soft pebble grain leather. I almost think it's more like a pin grain, if you see there. But this is a Florsheim. I think it's a 93165, but I'm not sure. This is a special makeup, so it is. It doesn't have the number on the inside, but it is a V cleat, and you can see it has a lot of the original pieces on it there. But vintage. Does not need to be resold, but certainly not new soles, certainly not NOS or anything like that. So this is something that is out there. I'm told that these split toes are very rare. Here's the other foot. You can see also in great shape. Okay. Nothing wrong with the insole. Everything on the shoe is functional and fine. So that's out there as well. And then I have a pair of 93602s. Okay, which I will let go with Florsheim trees. Okay, they're travel trees. Now, these are probably circa 1980s. The trees are circa 1990s because those are trees that I bought when I bought my first dress shoes from Florsheim. But they're still, you know, actual Florsheim trees. And I've seen those out on the bay, some for between $5 and $25, depending on, you know, how crazy people are. But the shoes themselves are really great shape, V cleats, and they have the double rows of the nails around. So very, very good suicide soles. And this is in that cashmere green calf. So super soft and really a very handsome shoe in the gunboat thing. So 93602. Now those are my American shoes that I'm letting go. Okay. Now, I have a pair of Carminas. These are Carmina 955. And these are a size, oh, I'm sorry. From a size perspective, these are an 11.5 D. Right? And these are an 11E. Then we have the Carminas. These are a 10.5. Now, I did on one of the videos that I posted on the channel, I did put the forward sole inserts into these, and they are glued in. Something to note is a little streak of Gorilla Glue got onto the suede here. And so I've done my best to sand it out. But that is something that, you know, you could use some suede shampoo on or get out that way. So something to consider. But these have day-night soles. Again, very little wear. You know, beveled waist, very, very high quality shoe. That's the right foot. Here's the left foot. I will include original Carmina shoe trees on these as well, which are not inexpensive. I think they run about 70 bucks. So something to keep in mind there as well. Okay, and I managed to keep the glue off of this one. So navy suede. They are a little darker navy than they were when I got them because I used the Severe suede renovator spray, and I used the navy, so it darkened them a little bit. But that also means that they'll last quite a bit longer. And then lastly, I have this pair of Pebble Grain Crockett and Jones Durham. These are originally $610 shoes, and I'm letting them go for a very small fraction of that. So just something that's out there to think about. So it is, they're in great shape, very little wear. And, you know, if it weren't for the fact that they're a 10.5 and not a 10, I would never sell these because they're grain, and you guys know that I love grain shoes. And they're split toes. You know, I love split toe shoes. I like the shoes. I just don't like having to wear an insole when I wear them. So I'm letting them go to a good home. So that is the shoes that I have out on the bay today. I hope you find something that you like. Feel free to just give me a shout. I'm on Instagram at WI Shoe Guy. You can also message me through you know, Facebook or YouTube, however you guys want to get a hold of me. I also have an email, wishoeguy@gmail.com. Happy to talk about it and interested in any comments that you guys have. Thanks much. I'm such a tease. There's actually another pair that's for sale as well. This is a pair of Alden 962s. Again, very, very little sole wear on these. The other shoe. These are in great shape. They fit fine. This is on the Aberdeen last. They're a size 11E. So I chose the wide because it's a narrow last. These are great shoes. They fit perfectly. I have the same shoe in a shell cordovan, and I felt like in order to make space for something new, I would let these go back on the market. So just absolutely perfect. Then I have two that I'm going to do a preview of to see whether or not there's interest, but I'm not necessarily selling these. I'm currently working to see whether or not I can stretch them a little bit because they're just a little tight. Okay, so these are Vass. They're actually, one is an Ascot Con and the other one is Vass, and they are a size 44. Now, these have a custom patina, which was done by Mr. Renworks on Instagram. They have toe plates on them. They're very, very nice. I just feel like these are a little on the tight side. They also have lasted trees that come with them, both pair. And so while there's nothing visibly wrong with them, I'm just not as thrilled about the fit as I'd like to be. So I've done some videos on these. You can see, I mean, these are just super, super high quality shoes. These are actually in hatch grain, which I would really like to replace in just half a size larger. But you can see from the marks here just how tight they are, and I really want to make sure that I don't have that tightness on my shoes. So I am looking to upgrade these, and so I will be letting these on the market. Again, very little wear on these at all, because they are just painful to wear, and so I need to let them go. So, but right now I put some thicker shoe trees into them after they got soaking wet. After that, I'm going to do some condition them and maybe do the treatment with alcohol and water and see whether or not that makes a difference. But if it doesn't, then I'm going to need to let them go. So stay tuned, everyone. That may be coming on the market here shortly.